We got the Cora Striker. I'm going to use it on this Westlake Tactical ferro rod. It came, well, I think it was 8 in a package for about $10. I'll leave a link down in the description. We're going to just make sure it works. And I'll tell you somewhere in there if it's good enough or bad enough or don't get it. But I did it because it was an 8-pack. And an 8-pack for $10, I figured I could throw an extra rod in everybody's pack. It's a 5/16 rod, 3-inch. Doesn't take up much space, but it could easily be useful. We've even used the little Schrade ones that came with the knives and actually used them, and they've worked. So I'm hoping something good about this one. $10 for 8 of them. Not bad. We're going to go out there right now. Cold and windy. I got a little bit of jute twine in a couple of little boxes here. Just figured I'd try to use something besides a cotton ball. I already ripped it all up. Let me see, take some of that off of there. Alrighty. There we go. See how quick this goes. Tell you what, so far no good for me. Thought I had a spark going. There we go. We're catching it. Just had to take all the coating off, I guess. Ooh. Inside of the stinking box. Good lesson too. I'm out here struggling already. Hey, that plane. That's not. It's starting to get cold. Give me the spark. Ew. That jute twine went right up. Holy crap. Can't get nothing lit off of it. No. That jute twine went right up. Oof. But I'm gonna have to play with this thing a little bit more, I think, because that took a minute. I'm just burning off cardboard, nothing special. I wanted to try to get that. I'm having a lot of problems with the spark on this thing. I gave one to the Midwest Survivor too. This thing's getting a little too close to me camera. I gave one to the Midwest Survivor too to see if he could get this thing working here. We'll see. Hopefully he had better luck. Ooh, feel that heat. That's nice. I've only been out here a couple minutes, but you can see it is cold. This thing is just not doing it. I wonder if it's going to strike. I don't even have problems with anything else. Ooh, eating the fire. Settle down, fire. The wind's blowing. Yeah, we're going to have to keep messing with this thing, make sure it's good enough, because I don't even want to put them in my pack from having so much problems. I might have to try a different striker on this little thing. It's hard to hold on to. I mean, obviously I got a fire starter. I guess what you'd call perfect conditions, but yeah. Either way, I got a fire starter, right? So I guess it works, but I don't know. I don't like my Bayite yet, but there's still a lot left to scrape off. I'm gonna keep playing with this before I make sure. So we got it workable. No big deal now. You can still get sparks off of it. I think it's much better than it was as far as first day, freezing cold fingers. I'm still stripping some of the paint off of there. But yeah, it works in a pinch. I would say, me personally, you can't really see it too good in the light like this. It was probably better last night while I was doing it, but me personally, I would just go with something bigger. I got them so they'd be like something extra in the pack, just to have some redundancy. Got my big old Schrade. As far as redundancy goes, it's nice to have something extra. And I dropped it. It's nice to have something extra. And they still work wet. That's why I like them in the pack. But this one's so hard to hold on to because it's so stinking small. Unless you're going to put a handle on it or something like that. I mean, 8 of them for about 10 bucks. Is it worth it? Did we start a fire? Yes, we did. We had no problem starting a fire, except for, well, it was winds. We got a fire started in a short period of time. We had tinder. Everything worked out great. Really, under good circumstances, it was just fine. But as far as a main piece, I just don't think I could go by it. I mean, look, sometimes I'm striking this thing, I'm not getting it. I guess it depends on what type of, there you go, what type of striker you're using or blade. It worked. It started a fire for $10. It's that budget thing. Like, do you really want to go that budget? I'll put a link down in the description in case you want to check them out. Maybe you don't even have a ferro rod yet. I would recommend, I'll put another link down in there. I'll recommend the Bayite ones that I do have. The Bayite ones have, I mean, they're much thicker than this one. Makes a huge difference. Just the thickness, I could hold on to it. And they're also 5 or 6 inches long or something. And this thing's only 3 inches. So this is a real, like, if you had to and you didn't have a choice kind of a thing. It's just, I'm sure it works plenty fine for plenty of people. I mean, it's a ferro rod. It does spark. Somewhere in here it will spark again, but there we go. But it's just a small one. If you need that little bit of redundancy, the Bayites, I think they're 2 for like 15 now. They used to be like 2 for 10 or something like that. But I think they're a little bit better than this one. Just easier to handle. I mean, even the Schrade comes with a little one, but that was easier to handle because it was like this, but it had a handle on it. So maybe if you put a handle on these, it'd be a little easier for you. But overall, stock up on lighters. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.